All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Sunday. Here we go. NCAA second round. Duke versus the Dukes, or the Dukes versus Duke, however you want to do it. Shane, welcome in. He's got the first comment in chat. Says, I think Duke really shows up for this one. This game isn't nearly as close as many people think it will be. We'll see, but I'm counting on Duke to handily win. Duke 78, JMU 66 is the prediction from Shane. Part of me really wants to agree with you on that one. Hannah, welcome in as well. If you were watching the Purdue game just now, Purdue has come to play. I picked them to go quite deep in my bracket because I think the redemption storyline is quite powerful, similar to what Virginia had the year after it lost to that one seed. I think Purdue is on a similar quest, I would say. And Timothy, welcome in as well. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Let me start off by congratulating the Duke women, actually, on this broadcast. The Duke women have already punched their ticket into the Sweet 16 of the women's bracket in an upset win against Ohio State in Columbus this morning, 75-63, after trailing by as many as 16 points in the first half of that game. And yes, in the women's side of the bracket, you do play in the home court of the higher-seeded team in the first rounds. So very difficult place and very difficult environment to play. This is the first Sweet 16 berth for the Duke women since 2018. Congratulations, Reagan Richardson as well, who led the way with 28 points. A fantastic win for Kara Lawson and that squad. And so at least one Duke team has already made their way or punched their ticket to the Sweet 16. And now we have our Duke men trying to do the same. It's a matchup of Dukes because it's the James Madison Dukes against our Dukes. This will be the first time ever that the two Dukes match up together on the hardwood to play basketball. One Duke is already out of the tournament in Duquesne, who lost to Illinois in a shellacking last night. That was just over as soon as it began. JMU has never made the Sweet 16. Of course, Duke trying to get back there since that final Coach K season in our Elite 8 run. And Timothy says, Happy Palm Sunday. That is true, actually, as well. Happy Palm Sunday to those who celebrate it as well. So, here is the setup. A 32-win JMU team who has only lost 3 times all season. Right? Twice to App State and one to Southern Missouri, basically in their conference. They've beaten a number 4 at the time ranked Michigan State, who just lost to Carolina yesterday. Boo. Right? And against our Duke team, who just beat Vermont 64-47 in a game that was incredibly ugly. And nobody wants to actually remember and relive because of how horrible it was to watch. So, I think that, as Shane says, Duke needs to reload, get refocused, and just go and get this thing done. And get to the Sweet 16, which will be an improvement upon last season. So, look, I'm looking, obviously we're looking for a big game against Filipowski. The interesting part about JMU here, they led wire to wire in their win against Wisconsin. Wisconsin did try to make several runs back at them. It just did not work. They forced Wisconsin into 14 turnovers. Actually, it was 14 steals. Sorry. It was 14 steals and 19 total turnovers. JMU ranks top 10 in the country, averaging around 9 steals per game. Well, I don't know if that was top 10 in the country. But anyway, they averaged 9 steals per game throughout the season, had 14 the other night. So our guards need to take very, very good care of the ball, but more importantly, our bigs also need to take very good care of the ball. We've seen Filipowski at times be very turnover prone. You do not want to give JMU the ability to get out and run and get easy buckets and not have to contend with Duke's defense, which was actually pretty good despite the sort of lackluster offense in the Vermont game. You know, we held them to 47 points, which is below 50. It's an NCAA tournament game. That's quite impressive. I also thought another interesting point from the other night against JMU was that no one player had a standout performance. Nobody had like a 20-point game where they just went off. It was very much a team win. And so here we are, ready to go here with your starting five. It says when Duke wins, will be a quarter of the Sweet 16 will be made up of the lowly ACC schools. I don't want to jinx it, but that does, well, actually, Clemson still needs to go through, and they play after the Duke game. Here's McCain trying to go for three, and McCain hits from the outside to get the scoring open here for Duke. Nice shot, a nice little reversal there between Filipowski and McCain, getting the ball inside, then getting it back out. And now on the defensive side of the ball here, it is McCain on Friedel. Friedel, I guess is how we should pronounce that one, actually. There's the screen at the top, and Duke really bringing a double team up way beyond the three-point line. And the first points will go for James Madison, will go to TJ Bickerstaff, I believe. We'll check on that one. But so both teams kind of settling in offensively a little bit, at least managing to score on their first trip down. Now or never, says Keon. I mean, it's basically we're done if we don't win, so yes. And the swarming defense there by JMU almost results in a turnover, but Duke will retain possession with 8 seconds on the shot clock, rather. And yes, TJ Bickerstaff did have the first points there for JMU, as we could see on the replay. Bickerstaff had 12 points and 9 rebounds in the game against Wisconsin, averages about 13 points and 8.5 rebounds per game. So he's basically hit right on his averages in that Wisconsin game. So Duke to inbound here from the baseline. Actually, we'll get the full shot clock back at 30 seconds, and Roach is not going to waste no time at all. Going to take the mid-range jump shot, and he will connect there. Nice shot by Jeremy Roach. And Duke has 5 here in the opening 90 seconds. It was a good game from Roach. A lot of people saying it was sort of a lackluster game from Philip. Well, but a lot of people sort of defending Filipowski despite the 3 points. I thought he stepped down the end line. It's actually going to be a steal for Filipowski, and Filipowski out and running, giving it to Roach. We're going to get the transition 3. We thought about it. McCain thought about it. Proctor thought about it. Now we're just going to get the half-court offense here. And Filipowski, really getting manhandled down low, and a lot of contact down there as Terrence Edwards Jr., the Sun Belt Player of the Year. Conference names are too long. Sun Belt Player of the Year gets called for his first foul. Oh, actually, that's his second foul. That's 2 fouls on Terrence Edwards, who had 14 points in the Wisconsin game. Massive jump stop there for McCain, and he can't get the close one to connect. So the leading scorer there for JMU going to the bench early here in the first 2 minutes could be a significant development as we get McCain called for a foul. So a little chippy here in the early going as both teams still trying to figure it out. So that's like a positive development for us, where we get the best player on the other team to head to the bench for a little bit, averaging 17 points per game. So it was a little under his average in that Wisconsin one. We get a high screen here by JMU, and then a cut to the basket, and then they're going to give this one to Horton. Raekwon Horton there had 8 points the other game. The 3 is no good, but the offensive board by Bickerstaff here and trying to get an inside handoff, and he can't handle it as Mitchell steals it. There's the interception with Mitchell. Let's see if they bring a double team on the end line. And actually, we do get it to Roach. Roach has a clean avenue to the bucket, and Roach is going to leave it short. Filipowski there with the rebound, trying to go up. He's going to get hacked. Actually, no, he's going to end up finishing. Filipowski there with 2. So he's 2/3 of the way to his point total from the other day. And he actually dunked it. Incredible. We actually have a Duke dunk, and the game hasn't even happened for 3 minutes yet. And here's another steal, perhaps. This could be the 3rd one for Duke. No, actually, JMU retains possession, and JMU for the 3. That's a brick. And Filipowski there with the rebound, weak side. Duke looking a lot better than it did against Vermont here, as Filipowski is hitting a screen. Here's going to be a 3-pointer by Flip. 1 out of 3. 1 out of his allowance. No good. Proctor going to step into the offensive rebound, and that's not good either. So the 2 3-pointers there for Duke, no good. Actually, JMU, one of the best teams in the country in defending the 3. They rank 5th nationally in 3-point percentage defense, holding teams to below 30% from 3, but of course there really was no defense on that Proctor or that Filipowski shot. They were both wide open. We just didn't hit them. So, Nicholas, welcome in. Yeah, Filipowski playing with a lot more energy today. I think right off the rip. I don't particularly mind that 3-point shot. It was open. It's one that he typically, that he think he could hit. As we'll send TJ Bickerstaff to the line. I'm not sure who the foul was on. We'll figure that out here in a second once we hit a timeout in the next 28 to 30 seconds. And Bickerstaff's free throw is good. As Ryan Young will come into the game, and Filipowski will take a seat. And actually, the foul was called on Filipowski there, and he'll take a seat here as we'll go to the under 16 timeout. At the next whistle, Bickerstaff makes 2 out of 2 at the free throw line, and he's got 4, so 7-4 for the good guys. Mitchell quiet for the time being, although Mitchell was very impactful in the game against Vermont. He kind of was the front court there as Vermont really doubled and focused on Filipowski. McCain's shot is off, and actually Duke will retain possession with 16:10 on the clock here. So McCain not quite finding the bottom of the bucket aside from his first shot just yet. Proctor trying to inbound here, trying to get it to Young, gets it to Young beyond the 3-point line. Duke has 20 seconds. Proctor's going to try to take this to the rim. Good defense there by JMU, but the turnaround jump shot is just too good by Tyrese. And that's an extra 2 points for him, 9-4. Bickerstaff, their offense really for JMU really running through Bickerstaff here, their second leading scorer, especially with Terrence Edwards on the bench. And what a block by Ryan Young! Oh my goodness, as Julian Wooden hits the deck, he was blocked from behind, and now Proctor trying to go in transition, gets it to Mitchell, and Mitchell, no, that should be a foul. That should be a foul. He gets it right back, though, and Mitchell's still trying to fight for it. Gets it outside to McCain. McCain going to try to find the bottom of the basket again. Yes, he does. Jared McCain. Another three-pointer for McCain here. He's got 2 in the opening stint. I don't know what you want to call it. The opening quarter, the opening quintet, 5 minutes, and that's Ryan Young being very unathletic and acrobatic. Unacrobatic as he... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is kind of the... This one goes in the outtakes, I think. What do we do this for Ryan Young? Oh, we can't get, okay, we won't get the replay, maybe later. Anyway, the very unacrobatic play there by Young. All right, so after the first 5 minutes of play, Duke 12, JMU 4 at the moment here, as McCain has half of Duke's points, 6 points for him, 2 for Roach, 2 for Proctor, and 2 for Filipowski. Filipowski going to the bench a little early here with a single foul, but not worried at all. I think what Shane was saying, Shane is expecting a much bigger sort of margin of victory here from Duke than essentially not a close game, but a double-digit game. I was looking at the stats yesterday. I think, well, going into yesterday, at least, it was the NCAA tournament with a record number of wins by 15 or more points amongst the whole first round, and we've been very close, but we have yet to see the March Madness buzzer beater. The one with about 2 or 3 seconds left in the Florida game, the first round Florida game, was probably, I think, as close as we've gotten, but nobody has actually literally hit one at the horn. I feel like last year we had 2 of them in the first round, which are you're that's a March Madness moment. So I'm a little disappointed in the lack of March in the first couple games. There were some very good games yesterday, though. But even the games that some of the games you would expect, like the Gonzaga-Kansas game turned into a blowout. That was really unfortunate. Gonzaga playing at a very high level. They will play Purdue next week, which should be a great game. But then again, we thought maybe Gonzaga-Kansas could be a good game, and that one kind of went sideways, right? So Kansas just way too injured, I think, coming into this particular tournament there. Probably went as far as they could, and Gonzaga playing very well. Then the NC State-Oakland game, that was actually a very close game, as I think as one would expect. Congratulations to NC State for moving on there to the Sweet 16. I think what a lot of people are missing about NC State, it's kind of an odd situation because they're a team that would not have been in the tournament had they not actually won the ACC tournament. But if you look at the wins for NC State, you say they're seeded at an 11, so they end up playing a 6, then they ended up playing a 14. But look at the wins that they had in the NCAA in the ACC tournament. Rather, they discount like the first two because those are not tournament teams. But then they ended up beating Duke, which was a 4 seed, so us, right? Then they ended up beating UVA, which was a 10, although UVA didn't actually sort of make it in. They had the playing game that they lost, and then they beat Carolina, which is a 1. So if you just go from 4, 10, 1, average 15 divided by 3, 5 is 5. The average seed that they had to beat to get into the tournament was a 5 seed. Their first 2 rounds, they have played below that, right? They played a 6 seed and then they played a 14. So you look at it and you're like, well, they've already beaten teams that are better than this. So sure, like it would sort of make sense for them to win those games. And of course they did. Now they're going to have to go play Marquette, though, which is basically playing, on par of like another Duke or like a Carolina game. And so that makes, I think that'll be a very interesting game next weekend as well. But congratulations to them for now, as TJ Bickerstaff goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line here. Houston Cougars are hungry. Who's going to get eaten? Well, I think that would be the presumptive opponent should we advance. But McCain has other ideas. Might have other ideas in that particular game, and certainly he's got great ideas here as McCain hits his 3rd three-pointer in the first 5 minutes of play. That is 3 for 5 from the floor for Duke, 3 of 3 for McCain, and 9 points. And Filipowski almost picks up a second foul there. That was not a very intelligent play, and that's going to be an intelligent block, however, as Friedel gets stuffed and the ball gets sent out of bounds. Duke opening up a quick 10-point lead here. Good help defense there by Filipowski as Proctor was a bit of a mismatch there. I think Houston still has to play, right? Houston and Connecticut still has to play. I suspect that at least, they have to play A&M as McCain gets sent to the deck, and that'll be Bickerstaff again, I think. Bickerstaff has all 7 of the JMU points at the moment. And it's 15-7. We can talk about it in a second. That might be a steal, actually. No, this will be back to Proctor. We're going to get... No, that should be a tipped ball. All right, apparently James Madison never touched it, so it's a backcourt violation, as that'll be a turnover. We talked about the turnover story from the Wisconsin game. 19 turnovers in that particular game. Now, of course, Duke, one of the best teams in the country in not turning the ball over, averaging less than about nine turnovers per game. So something is going to have to give there. That's a nice cut by Friedel. He just too strong, actually. He just misses the bunny. And Roach down the floor. Roach, too much dribbling here. Proctor going to step into the 3, and that's going to be way too long, actually, as the rebound is going to go to JMU. And now JMU out of transition again. Duke does manage to set up here. And nice little pass to Carey. Oh, and we've got a foul going up. Is that going to be a foul on Roach? Oh, did Roach get injured here? Roach holding out his arm. Roach getting hurt here somehow. Oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Jeremy Roach in a lot of pain. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This is this a shoulder? Is this a wrist? Oh my God. For a team that doesn't have a bench with oh my goodness. Jeremy Roach is in a lot of pain here as Jalen Carey goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. The younger brother of Vernon Carey. Yep. Orlando, welcome in. And now we have Sean Stewart in the game, and Jalen Blake's in the game as well. Jalen Blake's who came up with some spectacularly terrible plays in the Vermont game. And that's a hand check on Carey, actually, against Filipowski. Oh, boy. Yeah, that might be dislocation. Tape it up. Tape it up! It looked like it was on his left hand, so it would be non-shooting. Non-shooting hand, I would think. Oh my God. Filipowski here. Gonna go on Carey. Gonna give it to Blakes. Blakes is gonna go for 3. That's not the shot you want here in March. And nice offensive board from Stewart over to Filipowski, over to Proctor. Proctor goes for 3. That is the shot you want in March. And we are 18-8. And Jeremy Roach still looks like he is in a tremendous amount of pain there on the Duke sideline. And Sean Stewart going to pick up a foul here. You can kind of just see, like, he's there on the bench when the camera pans over. So it looks like we are most likely going to have to go the rest of the way without Jeremy Roach today. Again, there's no Caleb Foster. Out for the season. Roach looks like he's stunned. Oh, boy. Raekwon Horton at the free throw line. JMU actually getting the majority of its points from the free throw line right now. They've made all of 2 baskets, and they have 9 points. And there you can see the tape going on the finger, so it does look like a dislocated finger for Roach, as we're going to tape those up. That'll be on his non-shooting hand to see whether he got the amount, like he can actually fight through it and come back into the game. Oh my God. God, man. It's just so crazy. Oh, man. You just can't keep a Duke team healthy. It's just a curse. Proctor steps back for 3. Proctor hits another one. 21-9. I don't know, man. It's either the foot injury, the finger. He's just... Oh... Back-to-back 3-pointers for Tyrese Proctor. That's where the offense is coming from right now. The backcourt is lighting it up, and Filipowski on Carey. Carey brings it down, and McCain strips it. McCain trying to go up ahead to Proctor. Proctor feeling it. Now back to McCain. McCain for 3 again. Yes! McCain hits it from range. He's got 12 and a timeout for James Madison. Woo! Duke has found the range here early between McCain and Proctor. These boys have come to play. Wow, at least that's going right. Okay, so after consulting with the physical therapists, it looks like a dislocated pinky is on the non-shooting hand and has been taped up. Unclear whether he will re-enter the game, though. Or if he's actually, like, in a state to re-enter the game. We don't know who we're playing if we win. We would play the winner of Houston and Texas A&M. Yeah, because you're the 4 seed, so essentially if chalk holds, you play the 1, right? Yeah, foot on the gas here. Foot on the gas. You know, Jeremy Roach, just expect we're not going to have Jeremy Roach, right? Just expect that's not going to happen. So we got to keep it rolling. We got to keep this thing going here. Chris Hand, welcome in. Welcome, Chris. All right, so now Duke up 15 here in the early going in the first 9 minutes of play. Behind, being paced by Jared McCain, has 4 of 4 from beyond the arc right now, and 4 of 6 from just in general. Proctor is 2 of 4. Duke has hit 6 out of 10 from beyond the arc, all of them to either McCain or Proctor. So the personal fouls is 1 for Flip. Roach was the other one. Roach actually got called for a foul on the particular play that he hurt his pinky. And yeah, of course, Ryan Young there. So it's 2 on Edwards, 1 on personal foul carry. There we go. All right. So that's the game reset there. JMU is 0 of 2 from 3. And again, they are 2 of 7 from the floor. They have hit 5 free throws and only have 4 points from the floor. They have more points from the free throw line than points from the floor. In theory, it could be up 20. The UNC, yeah. The UNC women got blown out to South Carolina. South Carolina over North Carolina. John Shire echoing the sentiment that we have to keep our foot on the gas. Jeremy Roach looks like he's up and walking, although he might be headed back to the Duke locker room, which is, yeah, that looks like where he's going. So, all right, let's not expect to have Jeremy Roach. So that'll be, geez, we don't even have another guard that can actually play. Just put more Sean Stewart, put more TJ Power as Jalen Blakes gets his ankles broken there, and they're going to call a foul on Sean Stewart. Honestly, I thought that was a good block. He went up vertical, but I guess not, as Sean Stewart will pick up his second. We're going to have to go deep in the bench for this one, boys. Yeah, probably, you know what? I prefer to play TJ Power than Jalen Blakes. At least I trust TJ Power to, like, I don't know, hit a three-point shot. I don't trust Jalen Blakes to hit anything. How just odd, man. This is where the lack of bench depth is really hurts Duke, especially like the injury to Caleb Foster is way bigger, I think, than any of us could like really kind of envisioned or imagined. Especially when that happened in that Wake Forest game, he was on an upswing. He was playing very well in that particular Wake Forest game. I think we all remember which one that was. He had 10 points in that first half of that game, and then not having him there in the second really hurt us. And he was the sixth man for this team, and now the team really has no sixth man, and so that's very painful. Archangel Music can't wait till we beat Houston. Well, one game at a time in the NCAA tournament, but the injury to Roach, obviously they get a week to play. I believe we will play next Friday based on what I've seen from some of the other teams. I know that NC State will play on next Friday, for example. I suspect that that part of the bracket just plays all at once over there in Dallas. But obviously, if you have a dislocated pinky, you go for it till Friday. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's like 4 days. Like you don't get over a dislocated pinky in 4 days. You're gonna have a lot of swelling over the next 24 to 48 hours. I mean, yeah, it just doesn't heal that quickly. So Roach probably going to be questionable for that particular game. I don't know. We really would need. That's a game for sure. You need Jeremy Roach. All of a sudden, we start feeling a lot like Kansas. Didn't have Kevin McCullough available for the tournament, even though they had Hunter Dickinson injured actually with the shoulder. Yeah, brutal. But in any case, let's just focus on what we've got right now. Boys are playing well. 3-point shots are falling. We're up by 15. We got to keep going. It'll be JMU at the free throw line. So far, we have not been able to defend without fouling. It's a bit unfortunate. 13 of 16 top 4 seeds still alive. Kentucky, Auburn, Kansas all eliminated. Yeah, well, Kansas lost to a 5, so all right. So Jalen Carey at the free throw line for 2 shots after the foul for Stewart, and the first one does not go down. Actually, Jeremy Roach is back in the game. Wow, man. Yes, Chris, we talked about the Duke women's win at the top of the show. Again, congratulations to them. They're already in the Sweet 16. Roach is back as Carey misses both free throws. So that is a great sign for us. Let's see how he does. And he's looks like he's able to dribble even with that left hand, kind of testing it out here. Kind of favoring that left hand as he brings the ball up the court. Looks okay. So that's a great sign. We'll see if he's able to shoot as well and drive. Let's see, Proctor going to put up a prayer. Actually, as he gets sent flying on the baseline. It's no good there, so that Duke possession comes up empty. JMU splits the double team and manages to finish, and that's Terrence Edwards, who manages his first points about 9 minutes into the game after he was out with 2 fouls after 2 minutes. We got to go right at him, man. You got to get him. Can't leave him their best player in the game with 2 fouls, 11 minutes to go in the first half. If he doesn't have 3 fouls by the end of the first half, man, I don't even know. As Filipowski's thrown to the floor by Carey. And then Roach is going to go for 3. Roach's shot not quite there as the 3-pointer goes long, actually, and the rebound to JMU. This one to Green. Green, nice pass to Carey, and Carey scores over Filipowski as Filipowski has to back off. So 4 quick points for JMU as the lead is down to 11. If you watched JMU the other night against Wisconsin, so Carey actually looked pretty good, although he hasn't been like a big name within JMU for the entire season. He's really kind of come on late. Roach going to go from the free throw line. Roach not quite. That shot in and out. Maybe that finger is actually kind of troubling him. He usually hits that mid-range jump shot, but still kind of trying to test it. Hasn't quite found the range just yet. Roach, he only has 2 points there. Now Carey again is on a mismatch with McCain. Carey, good help defense by Filipowski. And now Filipowski has to close outside on the 3-point shooter he does. JMU has to go up and over. That was Edwards, and Edwards can't get that one to connect. So they come up empty on that particular possession. McCain running point for the Blue Devils at the moment. Filipowski screens, and McCain decides to go the other way. So McCain now actually finds his way into the paint, and McCain will roll it in. McCain's got 12 points. This kid has come to play. McCain has been special this year, man. He is I think of all the players, probably one of the more consistent ones that we've seen throughout the season. He just seems to he just shows up night in, night out. Good defense by Roach on the backdoor cut there as we denied the entry pass by JMU. And now Edwards has to try to go on Filipowski. Filipowski, really good defense there as Edwards hits the deck. And actually Duke comes up with the rebound. McCain going to go to Roach. Roach thought about the 3, passes back up to McCain. McCain to Mitchell. Mitchell one dribble, and then Mitchell, it hits the bottom of the basket. Mitchell should have just gone up to dunk it, but couldn't go over Carey. And now Edwards, he blocks him. No, Edwards finishes over Mitchell. Man, it's a 4-point swing there as Duke comes up empty. And we could have had a 15-point game, and now it's 11 instead. So James Madison kind of settling in here after Duke got out to a 15-point start. Beautiful pass, McCain to Filipowski. And Filipowski's got 4. Beautiful bounce pass there by McCain. That's Ryan Young in at the scorer's table. Carey going to go for 3 here. That's not the shot that JMU wants to take, but of course will take it. And yeah, not even close. JMU ready to bring in 3 people at the scorer's table, and Ryan Young ready to check in for the Blue Devils here. As McCain still playing point guard. An interesting choice here. They're going to go with McCain from the point. McCain for three again! Oh, this kid can't miss right now. He's got 17 in the first half. It just gets whatever he wants, man. Oh, my goodness. Michael Green for 2 for JMU. And we've got a 14-point margin here. Give it again to McCain. Give it to McCain. Never mind. He still has it. He's playing point guard. Oh, and McCain is going to be fouled here. Fouled by Xavier Brown. Incredible. You know, Jared McCain playing incredibly well. Wow, 14-point lead here as McCain has 17 points so far today, this afternoon. Very, very impressive. Chat, what are y'all thinking? I like that, Duke, we need to maintain this double-digit lead into halftime. Make us feel pretty good about it. Pretty good about the game. And then you just continue to kind of blow it open in the second. And you go up by 20 in the second. Give it to McCain. Yeah, I mean, if you look, like, you know, McCain had 15 points against Vermont. Here's the box score for that one. NC State only had 8. But, you know, even in the loss to Carolina, he had 19 in that particular one. 16 in the first game against State. UVA had 7, but, like, always very, very steady. I don't know. McCain just seems to bring the energy, man. He's, like, the energy guy. I just think it's a sort of an interesting wrinkle to have him playing the point. Usually it's Proctor playing the point, or Roach, obviously, but Roach maybe a little hobbled right now, trying to kind of fight through the pain of that dislocated pinky. He's only 1 for 4. I'd like to see Roach kind of like try to get to maybe at the free throw line or get some points there. But so far, 7 of 12 from beyond the 3-point line, which is sort of an anomaly, especially given that JMU guards the 3-point line so well. Again, top 5 in the country in guarding the 3-point line here. Holding opponents to less than 30% 3-point shooting. So, but Duke shooting 50% overall, 12 of 24. Actually having taken 10 more shots than James Madison right now, who are only 6 of 14. And only 1 turnover so far, which is great. We need to keep the turnovers low. Again, this team got out and started running against Wisconsin. And that was a huge difference in that game. Wisconsin just like felt all out of sorts. They couldn't keep up with the JMU pressure and forced themselves into a lot of unforced errors. It was bad. 19 turnovers in that game. So far, we only have 1. One of them was probably an illegal screen. Oh my goodness. That was the James Madison coach's explanation for why McCain has 17 points, because it was an illegal screen. All right. Okay. All right. Proctor resuming point guard duties. McCain with 17 points, about to be 19. No, he gets sent to the deck. And we got a foul? Yeah, we do. McCain will go to the free throw line here. That is not a clean block. Wooden picks up the foul, and McCain will go to the free throw line here. McCain, our best free throw shooter, and makes the first. So right now, Jared McCain is winning the game. He has 18 points to JMU's 17. And make it 19, actually, as Duke has 33. 33 to 17. Is McCain on pace to go for 40 today? They're trying to go the alley-oop to Edwards. Not quite. Didn't make it to the basket. Edwards in and out on the hook shot. Ryan Young trying to get the rebound. And actually, it's Proctor who comes out with it. Now Proctor bringing it down the floor. Proctor stops it here. And McCain has it. McCain driving again. McCain to Proctor. Proctor going to go for three. Actually, I thought it was online. And Ryan Young gets the offensive board. And this is going to be out on JMU. Ryan Young should not have brought the board down. Should not have brought that onto the ground. And Duke will inbound here from the baseline. Roach coming around the curl. Roach usually takes that shot. He's trying to get a better one here, and he does. Roach finishes right at the rim. 35-17. Roach has 4. This is good. Shane was right, chat. Shane was right as we have a Proctor foul here. So far, Shane was right that Duke came to play today, and this will be a 1-and-1 for James Madison. All right. So this is Friedel at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And he misses it as Young comes down with the rebound. So JMU comes up empty on that particular trip. And 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half as Duke is threatening a 20-point advantage. And McCain gives it up to Roach as McCain hits the deck. Might have been a wet spot there. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Roach has to go. Oh, but there's Bickerstaff way beyond the three-point line. Roach over to Proctor. Proctor for 3. Ooh, I thought that was good. And it's Ryan Young with an offensive board. Young bringing it down again. He'll go up with it and doesn't dunk it. You are right below the rim. Ugh! Why are you putting it off the backboard, man? I need a Duke post player who is not afraid to just grab it and throw it down. Maybe Cooper Flagg is the answer. I don't know, man. Not aggressive enough, but fine. At the free throw line. Makes the first. Duke really doing a number on JMU on the boards right now. This is 19 rebounds to 9. There's +9 in the rebounding category. Actually, 7 offensive boards for the Blue Devils as Young misses the second free throw. 36-17. Duke by 19 right now here as Wooden has 2 fouls, not 1. And this Friedel. Nice dump pass here. And Young is going to pick up another foul as Bickerstaff will go to the free throw line. I don't know if I really mind this foul, though. Make him go to the free throw line, make him earn it. All right. Bickerstaff, rather, makes the first. Finish the last 5 minutes strong, says Shane. Yeah, we need to take 15-point lead into halftime, okay? You can't just, open up a 19-point lead in the first half and then just, you only go into halftime up 10. No. No! Right here. Just gas right now. All gas. Get good shots, and it's Filipowski back in the game. Nice little dump-off pass there. Roach to Filipowski. Filipowski will get it to go. Chris says he ate way too much food because of Palm Sunday. Filipowski, not quite there. JMU can't get that one to go. Bit of a mess there, down low underneath the basket, honestly, as Roach has it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Filipowski. Filipowski should find Mitchell. No, actually, he'll just take it himself. Timeout. Timeout. Timeout, JMU. Duke 40, JMU 19. He had Mitchell here, too. He could have gone with the assist either way, but he's going to lay it in nicely with the left hand. Wow. All right, so in an NCAA tournament that has been full of blowouts, Duke finally joins the party to get its blowout. Right now, up 21 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. I'm loving it. I'm loving this. This is good. This is great. Chad, I hope you're feeling good. Happy Sunday. We're going to have a great week up ahead. Now, obviously, the game's not over, but so far, we've managed to dodge a Jeremy Roach dislocated pinky as he's back in the game and he's assisting. He's got points. He's playing. So we managed to work around that. And things are going pretty good. Interestingly, as we go look back at what was working during the Wisconsin game, it was the JMU pressure, forcing Wisconsin into turnovers. That just isn't happening tonight. Duke has turned the ball over once. Right? Wisconsin had 19 turnovers in the game. Right? This is a huge difference. It led to easy shots. It led to quick shots. It led to transition. Nothing is easy for JMU. They've taken 15 shots. They've hit 6. We've hit 7 3-pointers. Right? JMU hasn't hit anything from three-point line, which actually is not surprising because they didn't shoot particularly well from 3. They went 5 of 17, which is 29%, again, in the Wisconsin game. So that wasn't a particular strength for them. But tonight, it's just not there at all. They've actually hit more free throws than shots. They have 7 made free throws, 7 of 13 from the line, and they've only hit 6 shots from the floor. So it's just not quite working there for James Madison. They only have 10 rebounds, and Duke is 19. So Duke is absolutely killing them on the glass, plus 9 there. We have 9 assists on 15 makes, so about 2/3 of all buckets are assisted. Fantastic there by the Blue Devils. And we have 4 steals, which have all resulted in James Madison turnovers, right? So those are the only 4 turnovers for James Madison. So it's not like it's just unforced errors. It's just good Duke defense. This looks a lot better. The game on Friday, it looked like somebody mentioned this to me, and I thought they were right. It looked like a mid-January Duke game, right? And you're like, I'm not very convinced. This looks like the Duke game that had that massive winning streak after losing to Carolina, but before losing to Wake Forest, right? You just go in and start like pounding ACC teams. This 3-pointer is no good, but it's an offensive board here for JMU. And this is Edwards looking for an easier 2, being guarded by Filipowski, and it was deflected, actually. They're going to call a foul? Oh, it's Blake's. I was going to say, that is a... Oh, they're going to call this on Filipowski, man. That's the second on Filipowski. That's a lame one. Mark, welcome in. Yeah, looking good so far as Duke leads by 21, but Edwards is at the free throw line, and he misses the first. So JMU also not doing particularly well at the free throw line. They're 50%. They're 7 of 14 at the moment. So the anatomy of an upset for the lower-seeded team is falling apart here as you go 1 of 2 here for Edwards, who has 5. Dude, we got to stay strong here. You got 3 minutes and 41 seconds You got to stay aggressive. You got to be looking to score. You're not playing K-ball here in at the end of the first half. Way to break the press there, Mitchell. Yes! That's what I want to see! Finally! Mark Mitchell with the one-handed throwdown. Thank you! Somebody actually bringing the energy with the emphatic dunk. Friedel for three. Oh, Madison finally gets one. McCain brings it up the floor. Mitchell to Blakes. Is Blakes, what's he going to do? That's a foul. Blakes gets fouled there by Wooden. That's the third foul on Wooden. Thank you, Mark Mitchell. Yeah, not tall for no reason. Slam that in. Oh, okay. Jalen Blakes makes one at the free throw line. Hey, buddy. I think I woke up the dog from his sleep with that reaction. Buddy, Duke is winning. 21. They should replay fouls more, to be honest. Actually, we need to get replay for blocks, because there have been some really bad fouls called on clean blocks in this NCAA tournament. That should be reviewable. No good on the three for JMU there. It's a quick one and done for the Dukes. On that end of the floor is the real Duke. Has a 21-point lead here with 2:33 to go. McCain gonna go from deep. McCain looks good! Yes! 22 points for Jared McCain! That's an NBA three. He's in the Barclays Center, man. I didn't think that last one on Flip was a foul. I thought the call was also late, by the way. Bickerstaff, good defense there by Young, and the rebound here is Duke bringing it up the court. Roach back to Proctor here. Proctor, McCain, Roach, Ryan Young, and Mitchell, the five on the floor, and Proctor very content to just take this deep into the shot clock here with 1:45 left in the first. He's got 8 seconds, and now McCain. McCain from the bracket at the logo. Nice give to Young. Oh, man, nice extra pass. Proctor for three. Ooh, not quite. It was open, though, off the little hockey assist pass. That was a great ball movement by Duke, but couldn't hit the open shot. So Duke almost had a 50-piece here in the first. And Bickerstaff, oh, so this is Bickerstaff. I thought he actually hit the end line here. It's a steal by Duke, actually. Nicely done by Proctor. And we have a timeout by John Shire. Wow. Wow. The dog did not move. He just put his head up and was like, what's going on? It's like straight back to sleep. "30-second timeout here. "30-second timeout here for John Shire and the Blue Devils. Six made 3 points. It's a Duke tournament freshman record, passing Redick and Trey Jones. That I did not know. That is impressive. So Jared McCain has put himself up in the lofty air of J.J. Redick and Trey Jones. Wow. Such an impressive performance here. He's got 22 points here in the first half. Almost as many points as JMU has scored as a team. And Duke has 47 right now. and looks unstoppable. Proctor gives it right over to Bickerstaff here. Bickerstaff to Friedel. Friedel down the court. Yeah, that was a silly pass. Proctor kind of got himself caught in the air, had nowhere to go with the pass, and it just resulted in a turnover. And let's see, we got 24 seconds on the game clock. Now we have 12 on the shot clock, so we got 8 seconds is the delta. McCain. Here we go. McCain gonna go for 3 again. No, not quite on that one. 10 seconds, and now JMU just throws it away. They are playing a little too quickly. 8.5 seconds left, and Duke will have the final shot of the half. 47-25. Can we get to 50? Can we get to 50? Oh, what a screen by Young. Good pass out by Proctor, and actually it's deflected. 1.7 seconds left. Enough for a catch and shoot. We're gonna bring Roach or McCain off a screen here, I think. I'd love to see this just go straight to Mitchell for an alley-oop, but is McCain coming back next year? We do not know. Unclear. And there's Roach off the... Oh, they're trying to get it to Mitchell. They tried to do everything. Actually, McCain for 3 tries to bank it in. Not quite. All right. A little bit of a heat check there. So they basically did everything that I thought they were going to do. They brought Roach off the screen. Then there was like, I hope we pass it to Mitchell for the alley-oop. They didn't quite go for that one. And then they brought McCain off the screen again. And his was the 3 that they actually took. Maybe McCain beat Zion. Wow, that would be... It does feel like a long game when you're up 25. McCain needs 36. I mean, why not? Why not? But in any case, there we go. That's the halftime. You know, one of the interesting things I found as I was doing my research for this game, and it stuck out to me because, I don't know, I just found this a bit weird. Let's see what you think about this, chat. So, JMU has got 32 wins right now. Right before they were 32-3. Before the Wisconsin win, they were 31-3, and they were tied with UConn for the most number of wins in Division I. Which, anytime you win 30 games, it's impressive. But I went back and looked at their schedule. Right. They had one quad 1 win, which was that first game against Michigan State. It was the number 4 ranked Michigan State at the time. Yeah, and then they beat Wisconsin. But of the 3 losses, 2 of those losses were to App State. All right, by 4 points and by 6 points. So they played a home and away against App State in their own conference, and they lost both games. JMU did not actually win the Sun Belt regular season. App State did. App State ended up having a record of essentially 27-5, and their net ranking is actually much higher. Their net ranking was in the 72 to JMU's like 54 or something like that. But JMU and App State did not actually rematch in the Sun Belt tournament. Obviously, this is a one big bid league, right? And so the winner of that tournament is ultimately going to be the one to go to the NCAA tournament. But JMU never had to actually play the team that it essentially lost to, or that could beat it, because App State got upset by the 4 seed in the tournament, by Arkansas State, which JMU then beat in the final. So it's a little interesting to me that JMU ends up being in the tournament as they would never have gotten in as an at-large, I don't think. Maybe they were like one of the first 4 out, depending on how many bid steals. But certainly App State is not in the field, right? I don't know. It's a little odd as far as like, are they actually as good as we think? Maybe. Like, granted, yes, they beat Wisconsin, but once you're in, anything can happen, right? We've had 16s beat 1s. I don't know. It's a little odd. So perhaps that's what Shane was sort of alluding to earlier when he said this game is actually not going to be as close as people think. A fantastic 20 minutes here for Duke. Let's see what... I want to hear what Charles Barkley has to say. Welcome in, everybody. Barkley is funny, man. Too funny. They have the him makes it totally. He makes it totally worth it. I just watched the halftime shows. Shane says it was a good way to end the half. Need to come out and have a strong opening 5 minutes in the second. Let's go, Duke. Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely how this has to go down, right? You saw, take a play out of the Purdue playbook, right? Yes, Grant Hill is on the official call today, yeah. Take a page out of the Purdue playbook here, where they went into the halftime with a double-digit lead, and then they end up winning by 40. They did not stop. Okay, Purdue is in this tournament. They are not messing around, right? They just gas. Even with Zach Edey on the bench for the majority of the second half, they dominated. We got to come out and we got to do the same thing, right? These guys need to put up another 30, 40-point half. Like, put up 90 points. Put JMU away. Like, don't let them score more than 50, right? And just, like, absolutely annihilate this team. What does Kenny say? Kenny to Jet Smith. The Carolina fan, man. I'm excited for this week because I'm going to order my first... Oh, Chris Hand's going to order a Messi jersey. Well, congrats. Yeah, for Inter Miami, yeah. You got to get the probably the vaporwave version of that. Let's take a look at the stats here because, boy, there's a lot to like here. One interesting thing to call out right off the top, Mark Mitchell with only 2 points here so far this afternoon. He had 15 in the first game against Vermont. He gets 2 here, but the major difference is that Filipowski has 8 when he only scored 3 in the first game. And that particular game, again, that 3 was his lowest output for the season in a game. So... he's looking a lot, Filipowski looking a lot better. Again, didn't really have to play as much, right? We didn't see him as much in that second half of the first half. He only has 1 foul, though, which is good. So he's staying out of foul trouble. Well, I actually have him down as having 2 fouls, but apparently not to the official box score. 1, 2, 3, 4. The official box score is somehow wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Filipowski should have 2, and the official box score is actually wrong. But he's 4 of 5 from the floor with 8 points. Very, very efficient. He's got 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and only a single turnover. We said at the top of the matchup that turnovers were going to be a big part of the story here. especially because of how much pressure and how many turnovers JMU was able to create. Again, the Wisconsin game, Duke has turned it over twice. Because we also said that Duke was one of the best teams in the country in not turning the ball over, averaging at about 9 turnovers per game. Throughout this, we've been consistent with that throughout the season, although at times it has, been up and down. But it has looked or felt like it's up and down. But in reality, that's been one of our strengths. And so only 2 turnovers in the entire first half. And JMU, to their credit, though, has only turned the ball over 6 times. But Duke is really capitalizing on those 6 turnovers. So far, and overall, really, it's the second chance opportunities that are really helping us. We are +8 on the boards right now, +4 on the offensive glass. Duke has, in total, 34 shots to 20 shots for James Madison. So +14 just right off the rip in the shot category. And we're shooting 50% from the floor. JMU down at 40% from the floor, has only hit 1 from 3. They have as many made free throws, 8, as made best baskets, also 8. They're 8 of 15. So even the free throw line isn't particularly doing well for James Madison. It's a lot not going right for them. But of course, a lot of that as a result of the Duke pressure and the Duke defense. Our guys have just been playing extremely well. 5 steals right now. 2 of them from Filipowski. Actually, we have 11 assists. 3 of them being from Proctor, 4 of them being from Roach. So Roach being very, very effective, even though he has only 4 points right now, and the dislocated pinky finger, which doesn't help. And then Filipowski's got 2 assists as well. Looking at the team stats here, the team has a total turnover. Yes, Duke with 7 points off the 6 JMU turnovers, which actually isn't crazy. It's only about a point, a little bit over a point per turnover there. Fast break points, really nothing, which is actually probably pretty good for us, because if JMU isn't scoring fast break points, we want to keep them playing a half-court game. We want to allow our defense to really have an impact. So that works in our favor, that point total is low. And then both teams actually 14 points in the paint, which is kind of interesting. But there we are. So, of course, your standout player right now, Jared McCain, who is 7 of 11. It was actually a little bit better than that until the final little sequence there. He went 0 for 2. But he's 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. Just an incredibly impressive stat line right now. Proctor 3 of 9, Roach 2 of 5, Filipowski 4 of 5. So the other guard's not quite shooting the ball as well, but of course they have the assist to back it up. Between Proctor and Roach right now, we have 7 assists and 1 turnover, which is very impressive. And if you count in the 1 assist from McCain, the backcourt has 8 assists and only a single turnover. So that is Duke is just playing very well. Duke is playing very well right now. I can't complain about where we're at. This is the game that we thought we were going to see against Vermont, per se, right? Duke coming in higher seed, just asserting itself. We're getting it here in the second round, actually, which is fine. So make it happen. All right, folks, what do we think? Proctor's field goal percentage is one of the first things I check in the box score, usually a good barometer. Interesting. Let's see. Proctor is 3 of 9, so not great. That's not great. It's 33%. Not great. The one you'd want to check today is McCain. And Clemson and Baylor are just now underway, with Clemson up 10-6 at the moment against the Bears. Anybody take Clemson in their bracket over Baylor? It's going to be a very difficult game for Clemson, I think. I gotta see where's the. I want to flip to that game while we're waiting. There we go. 10-7. Jesus, let's put Mark on a Red Bull commercial. Drink. Give you wings. So right now, we're going to take a look at Clemson and Baylor for the time being. See if our... Oh my god, Gerard from way deep. Wow, Gerard connecting there. If Gerard has a good game, you would think... PJ Hall, too, obviously needs a good one. I did not watch Clemson's first round game, though. So I'm not exactly sure. Can't remember if it was even close or not. Oof, Baylor with the blow-by. So far, Clemson hasn't missed from beyond the arc. Wow, they're 3 of 3. I don't know. Something about Clemson, man, just like they were always kind of there throughout the ACC season, but like they just don't win in like close. I don't know. It just they're unconvincing to me. Despite, yeah, it was a close game when we played them in Cameron, but like I don't know. Still, like I said, still not convinced. Oof. Baylor with another 3. Maybe, man. Maybe Clemson keeps this thing very close. And then wins it at the end. Certainly be very interesting. It'd be great for the ACC to go 8-0. 8-0. Because right now it looks like we're going 7-0. Not to, not to jinx it or anything, but we're up 22 and a half. I'm feeling pretty good about the way that, Duke is calling Duke to the Sweet 16 right now. But I suppose we still have to play a full half. Should be getting ready to go here in a second, I think. Either way, assuming we do win, we'll be back next Friday. I think should be Friday. Be the South Regional there from Dallas. Stepped on the end line, did Baylor there. That's a turnover. No matter what time the game is played, I'll take off if I have to. I think Archangel says, I think Proctor and McCain will come back next season. Very interesting. Remember, Proctor was a season early, in a sense, right? He reclassified, so he came in from high school season early. And man, having those two guards there with the front court that we're gonna have next season, oof, very, very potent. Agreed, should be a good one. I'm excited to just see how far this team can go this season. Of course, getting into the Sweet 16 is an improvement upon last season's result, which is exactly what when we started the season, it's exactly what we said our criteria for success was to at least move ahead beyond what we were last season, and it certainly looks like we're going to be able to do that. We were a little apprehensive given the whole NC State situation last week, but it's looking good now. Jackson, hello! Duke is going to win it. Nice. Go Duke, go Duke. Welcome in, Jackson. Great to have you here. A new name in chat, I believe. Everybody give Jackson a warm welcome from Blue Devil Nation here. I think let's go back to our Blue Devils as Baylor and Clemson hits the break. I think we're probably ready to go here. I think. Should be the last time out. Sorry, the last like commercials. Nope, more commercials. More commercials. All right. What do we want to talk? We've talked about the stats. We've talked about how well Duke has been playing. Oh, it's you? Huh. Master's on his other account. Well, there you go. You got being totally incognito. Oh, man. All right, let's just get on with it. I hope the dog is wearing a Duke shirt today. He is not, but he is passed out right now. That'll be the development for next season, I think. Next season we'll have dog with shirt. Kind of like dog with hat. Dog with Duke hat. With Duke hat. So we'll just do dog with Duke shirt. That'll be our thing. Jason, welcome in. Dukes versus Duke. Yes. Yeah, Ian. McCain has been going off right now. 7 of 11 from the floor. 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. 22 total points. Archangel says, you know what I love about this game is the way that Duke is attacking the basket. And yes, the dunk by Mitchell. You may have joined us late. I was up and out of the chair on the dunk with Mitchell. That was the one where I said I woke the dog up who was sleeping. Because I was also very excited about that one. That is like the energy that I wanted to see. That was one of my main complaints from the game against Vermont was that I just didn't see the energy. And one of my friends described it as like the marchness wasn't there. And like, I thought that was a good way to describe it. Like there's just, when you get to March, when you get to the tournament, you see like there's just some teams that are like, they are locked in, they're ready to go, they're playing their best basketball, they're playing at a high level. Like look at Purdue and what they just did in their previous game. I didn't see that from Duke in the Vermont game. That like the clutch plays, the ability to just put teams away when you need to. But this game we're definitely seeing a more mature Duke team. As we say that, Filipowski turns it over. He was trying to hit Mitchell there on the cut, and here's Edwards with the spin move, and he will lay that in. The first points of the second half go to James Madison here as Edwards has 7, and James Madison pulls to within 20. Yeah, and I don't understand, Archangel, why... Like, we've seen the up and downs of Duke throughout the season, right? Where we've seen games where they look like they could win it all, and then we've seen games where just, like, they lose frustratingly. But McCain wants none of it, as he hits another three-point shot. That is his 7th three-pointer today, and he has 25 points. This looks like the Florida State game where he just exploded. And that's a rather rebound by Filipowski here. Duke wasting no time to get back to the three-point shot. Filipowski thought about the three. He wants to get in on the action, but gives it to McCain instead. And here's McCain to Roach. Roach still looks like he's doing okay, despite the dislocated pinky there on the non-shooting hand in the first half. Roach with the through the legs, and we've got a foul here. Roach just put up a shot there after the whistle. It did go in. At least he could still hit it. And this is one-on-one there. Filipowski, JMU threatened a triple team, and Filipowski, the turnaround jump shot, ooh, not quite. And JMU comes down with the rebound here. Trailing by 27. Yeah, 27. Biggerstaff on Proctor. Good pass to Friedel. Duca comes up with the steal, though. The pass was too much to handle. Orlando, you boxed something during halftime? What does that mean? Then you said you boxed someone for a second, and I was like, just spar? Filipowski with the and one. Roach with another assist. Woo! Little vision. Yeah, okay, so you put things in a box. You did not literally go and start sparring someone. Although I don't know what you would need to, like, if you were really frustrated with how the game was going, maybe you could, like, box somebody, I suppose. But, like, the game is going so well right now. And Filipowski completes the and one. He's got 11 and he's into double figures. And we are up 26. This is crazy in the second round of the NCAA tournament right now. Edwards, Filipowski, foul. You followed McCain on TikTok. I would love to see McCain back for a second year. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday. A truly happy one indeed so far for us. Here, as we are now up 25 with Edwards so far managing to hit the first at the free throw line there. He's got 8. Why have the Dukes not used the logo suggested on the jersey? I used both of them that you gave me. I used one for the top and then one for the thumbnail. I thought it went well. I can't attest. I can't speak for the team itself, but I thought it would be cool to use both in different contexts, so I did. Roach going for the blow-by! Yes, with the right hand. We are not stopping right now. Gas. All gas. All gas. That's a steal? Yes, it is. It's a steal as Mark Mitchell picks it up. Is he going to give it to McCain? No, he's going to go for the dunk. Oh, he got stuffed. Ooh, that was the difference between a poster. This is the meeting at the summit. Oh, what a block. Oh, what a block by Friedel. Oh. We got Proctor here? Is this another 3? They didn't cut back. CBS didn't cut back in time. It's a 3-pointer for Proctor. Right out of the timeout. Wow. Nicely done. In the thumbnail, it looks like the dog is wanting the ball. That was the point. We're supposed to be playing catch. The two of them are, it's like, you know, you're supposed to be taunting the dog or like, you know, try having the dog like you're salivating over the ball to go get it. We gonna get Mitchell with an offensive board? No, not quite. No, Archangel Foster is out for the season. He is not coming back. There is no Foster. No matter how far we go in the tournament. He had surgery on the foot and it's over. So Duke by 27 after the bucket there by JMU. And it's going to be Proctor again. Same spot! Not quite. Rebound by Edwards. Edwards thought about it here. Friedel thought about the 3. No. Edwards. Good defense here by Duke on this possession so far. This is the step back jumper by Green. Ooh. Yes. Yeah, right? The unnecessary replays. All right, so by 24. Nice feed from Mitchell to Filipowski, but Filipowski brought the ball down and had it stripped. Oh, that was going to be an easy 2 that JMU just saved. Edwards to carry, and Roach is going to steal it. The pass was way too telegraphed, actually. Nicely done by Roach to get into the passing lane there. The 9th turnover for JMU. And so teams trade turnovers on back-to-back possessions here. Roach to Mitchell. Mitchell looking for Filipowski down low. And that time, Filipowski doesn't bring the ball down. He goes straight to the rim, off the backboard with the finish, which is exactly what he should have done on the previous play. And this time he gets the correct result, which is 2 points. 6 of 8 for Filipowski and 13 points. Oh, almost trying to block it. And Edwards again. Actually, Edwards has 13 points so far. The leading scorer for JMU with averaging 17 points a game has 13 so far. Again, he went to the bench early there in the first 2 minutes of the second half, and Roach gets fouled, and there'll be a foul on Green as we have hit the under 16 timeout here at 14:41 left in the second half. A good action here by Duke. So far, we are winning the second half 13-11. We have come out strong. Nicely done here. Great opening stint by the Blue Devils here in the second. This is exactly what we wanted to see. No let up, no mental lapses. So we got 2 for Wooden. Let's see, Bickerstaff 0, 2. Brown's got 1. There we go. There. This team has won over 30 games. Yeah, we talked about that one too, right? How, like, yes, they won 30 games. But, like, again, I don't know. Like, it's hard to gauge. Like, some of these mid-majors. Like, okay, think of it this way. NC State is an 11th seed. JMU is a 12. They're separated by 1 seed line. But if you looked at it, you'd say, NC State is a much better team. Now, granted, NC State might be misseeded. Well, I don't actually know if NC State is misseeded technically, because, like, they would not have made the tournament unless they had, like, made that run. So, like, the eye test would just tell you that, like, I don't know. Yeah, JMU, it's a 30-win team, but, like, it feels like, honestly, it feels like this game is easier than the Vermont game, and the 2 teams are only separated by a single seed line. When JMU upset Wisconsin on Friday night, I texted with some of my buddies, and we were like, you know what? I think we would have felt better if Wisconsin had won that game, and we didn't have to play this JMU team. It looks like a totally different. I don't know. This game looks completely different. Maybe we would have done this too to Wisconsin. I don't know. If Pitt had made it instead of Virginia, I think the ACC would be undefeated right now in the tourney. Could be. Pitt probably had at least Pitt can play offense, right? Behind Hinson, right? But, like, it's a little unfortunate that we use this. We would have rather had this game against Houston. You know, maybe Jared McCain will get, you know, if Jared McCain puts up 25 against Houston, then we're like, all right, sure. But, like, this is Bill Raftery says, nice to see a Duke player that can attack the rim once in a while. Yeah. If Duke plays like this against Houston, if Duke plays like this against we could beat any team in the country. Like, this is peak Duke, right? This is the Duke that we saw midseason. Again, between the time that we lost that first Carolina game and then that Wake Forest game, we had that series of wins in the ACC where we were just manhandling teams. Fantastic wins, really gutty wins as well. McCain gonna go for 3 again. Oh no, that's short. It looks like that Duke, and you're like, wow, this Duke team is like, we climbed up into the top 10. It was a really good Duke team, and now this what we're seeing on the floor right now, it looks like that, as Carey manages to draw a foul on Young, and that's his third. Yeah, the team that played against Vermont, the team that played against Vermont is like the team that ended up losing to Arizona, that lost to Arkansas. But like, it's Vermont and it's not Arizona, it's not Arkansas, or like the team that lost to like Georgia Tech, and so like we won, but like, yeah, right. It's that kind of level of energy, that kind of like that play. Just definitely wasn't really there. As Carey goes, it's the first here. He's got 4. Chris saying Duke is playing with his emotions. Depends which Duke team shows up, man. It literally does. Carey makes both. As JMU 12 of 19 from the free throw line, managing to kind of keep themselves relevant from that free throw line. Nice pass there, McCain to Mitchell, but deflected by JMU. Proctor passes it to Young. We've got 6 seconds on the shot clock. Young with the right hand. No. Wouldn't go, just too strong there. Step back jumper by Edwards. What do we got? Travel. No, travel. $13-12 to go here in the second. I don't know if Duke is going to be content to just play out 30-second possessions here, maybe. Filipowski back in the game. Here's Proctor. Oh, get it to Filipowski. There you go. Drive. 5 seconds. Filipowski trying to go on Carey, and he will be fouled. Actually, I didn't really see much of a foul there. I thought it was kind of more like offensive initiated contact. That was a tough call. Carey jumps in there. The foul wasn't on the shot. The foul came before. But yeah, as they were saying right now, it's a JMU team that puts up over 80 points per game. Right now being held to 38. Right? It's like they score 40 and a half. They haven't even scored 40 in the game. Similar to Vermont. We have Vermont at 47 points. Like the Duke defense has played defensively. We've been really locked in. Offensively, up and down. This game, great. Filipowski makes the first. And misses the second. Left it short. This is Green. Hands it over to Wooden. Wooden, he runs Roach over. And Roach is actually going to be the one that's called for a foul. Okay. Wooden at the free throw line. Hasn't scored yet. Looking for his first points. He misses that first free throw. Got 6 JMU players that have scored. Edwards pacing the Dukes with 13 points. And 1 and 2 at the free throw line for Wooden. Duke, you've had contributions from Blakes and Young to the tune of 3 points. Mark Mitchell really only has 2 points, actually, which is kind of the interesting one out of this. Filipowski with 14 and McCain with 25. And we have another foul against JMU. That'll be against on Carey again. That'll be the 6th team foul on James Madison. Next one will put us in the 1-1 for the rest of the way. We got 12 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second. Keeping an eye on the Clemson-Baylor game, 28-22 Clemson right now. 3 minutes and 23 seconds in the first. Proctor with one little shot fake and a dribble, and he's got it. 14 for Proctor. Oh, Sean Stewart with a huge block. I didn't even see it going into the game. Here we're going to go McCain again in transition. McCain! Incredible! 28 points, 8 3-pointers. Wow. How many does McCain need to beat Zion? 32, 30, 33, or 34? McCain wanting more. McCain with the left hand. McCain gets the floater to drop. 30! The 30 piece for Jared McCain. Wow. 3-pointer for JMU. Long rebound to Carey here. And short on the resulting shot. And it'll be JMU ball when we come back from the under 12 timeout. Wow. Most points by Duke player, NCAA. Duke's single game NCAA tournament records. Let's see. Points 43, Jeff Mullins. Wow. It's back in 1964. Okay. That's rebounds, Sheldon Williams. All right. Since Quinn Snyder. Oh, interesting. Blocks, Shane Battier. Steals. There is no points by freshman. Huh. The games feel like the Duke-Florida State game with Jared McCain. Agreed. Let's go back to that box score real quick. Jared McCain had 35 points in that particular game. Roach added 17. And Duke really ran away with it there at FSU, 76-67, as you can see here. I mean, he's headed that way. He's got 10 minutes to get 6 points and beat his prior record. But he's done it with 8 3-point shots, which is pretty sure what he hit in that Florida State game as well. Oh, hey, bud. Oh, you're awake. Hi. Giving me that look for. Should be excited. Oh, let's bring it down here. Let's come on. Ready? Coming up. Now you want to watch the second half of the game? You want to watch the last 10 minutes, buddy? Yeah. There you go. All right. There you go. Over here. Over here. There we go. The pup is back. Flip is having a great game as well. He's got 14 points. Duke record in a tournament game is 8 3-pointers. Wow. Quinn Cook previously held that one in 2014. I did not realize that. Wow. There's a 3-pointer here for Edwards. No good. Friedel with the rebound. Edwards going to try it again. Oh, Filipowski going to get called for his 4th. That's really tough. Nick, congratulations for finding yourself another Duke fan. That's like, you can check that box. Filipowski looking quite dejected on his way to the bench there as Stewart is going to come in, and Stewart and Mitchell will be the 2 front court players at the moment. And that'll be Bickerstaff there on the mismatch. So Duke by 25 right now. Oh, you're going to lay down? All right, bud. We got Proctor for 3 again. Proctor is trying to do his best McCain impression. 17. Another is a 3-pointer by JMU. Wow. Trading 3-point shots. There we go. 12 of 24 from 3. Wow. Sean Stewart is open there. Actually, they're going to give it to Roach. Roach is going to go for 3. Roach! Gonna drill it! The finger is okay. Jeremy Roach. Duke is just lighting it up from beyond the arc. Yes. Oi, oi, oi. Oi. Come here. Get excited. Get excited, buddy. Oh, come here. Up. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. 3. Swish. Whoosh. 3. All right, he's having none of it right now. This is a vintage Duke performance, ladies and gentlemen. We should all be very, very happy with what we're seeing this afternoon. A total 180. A total 180 from the game against Vermont 2 days ago. This is what you call a beatdown. This is a beatdown. This is the classic Duke, a good old-fashioned blowout. Ooh, sorry, bud. Sorry, buddy. Oh, you hit your head up on the desk. Oh. Hey, over here, over here. You all right? You all right? Good boy. Duke has responded to all my complaints. Ah! Not that they care about my critique, says Mark. Well, but they listened. (73-46). Duke threatening to go up by 30 here in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Looks like they saw what Purdue did to its second round matchup and decided to oblige. Filipowski with the foul trouble. This is one thing we're going to have to keep an eye on, especially into the next round. As we had said, Duke really has no bench. Right? We have no 6-man with Caleb Foster out. Jon Stewart has been hit or miss. TJ Power has not played. Like, Filipowski in foul trouble is the single biggest risk to Duke's continued success in the NCAA tournament. And, you know, again, up against an inferior opponent here in James Madison, he's got 4 fouls, and so he's probably going to be, you know, threatening to foul out of this particular game. It didn't really happen in the Vermont game, but definitely this is what you want to keep an eye on. Edwards just loses it, and the ball falls in the hands of Jalen Blakes. As now I think you'd be content to go deep into the shot clock. Take 30 seconds off every single possession here that you can. The 11th turnover here for James Madison. Just go deep in the shot clock. Doesn't particularly matter if you even score, but it'd be nice if you did. Turnaround jump shot for Proctor, who is absolutely feeling it right now. 18 points for Tyrese Proctor as Duke has opened a 30-point lead. We are winning. Incredible, just incredible. Got an offensive rebound here for Wooden, and the pass inside was completely telegraphed as well. And that's Jon Stewart up ahead to Blakes, who gets, oh! Wow, he goes down hard. Wow, Jalen Blakes gets completely... Ooh! Ooh, Blakes is up. I don't actually know if this is a flagrant. Oof. They will call a flagrant 1. So it's going to be a flagrant 1 there on Friedel for excessive contact on the shooter. He should have just let him take the This is the funny thing is, if he had let him take the fast break layup, there's a chance that Blakes would have just missed it. Yeah, Roach will shoot the free throws as Blakes cannot. So and Roach hits both, and Duke will retain possession here. Yeah, fortunately for JMU, there is no mercy rule in the NCAA tournament or in college basketball. And Proctor can't get it in bounds and just bounces it off the leg of Edwards. Clemson up 10 at halftime against Baylor, oddly enough. That is a very interesting scoreline. So we got plenty of injuries here. One for Blakes, one for Roach. We got a foul on the floor here. Roach thought that he had a continuation, but no. Foul on green. It'll be a 1-on-1 for Roach, who just hit 2 free throws. Yeah, the ACC is doing everyone proud. And Roach gets the first of 2. The backcourt here for Duke has shown up to play tonight very, very well. Duke at 80 points right now. 80-46. A 34-point affair here in the second round of the NCAA tournament, as Sean Stewart was eyeing up another steal, and now TJ Power in the game as we're running out of bodies. Mitchell there with the rebound, and we are running up the court. Is Mitchell going to try to take this? No, he's going to pull it back out, and Duke will just let the time tick away as Shire very content to just wind the clock here. Flip actually scored. Flip had a great game today. Mitchell gets blocked, actually. Blocked by Wooden. And Friedel with a long 3. Wow, he hit that one from NBA range. Impressive. Impressive. Here's the, of course, now my Duke friends text me, next game we're going to go 0 of 10 from three-point land for sure. We've used up all the the goodwill from the three-point shots. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. The game has certainly turned in our favor today. Shane, if you were here at the top of the broadcast, you saw Shane's prediction, which was that this game would be much easier than a lot of people had projected. He was absolutely correct, although he got the score wrong, because he did not expect us to win by 30. Jason says he's not scared of Houston or Texas, he's worried about NC State. I don't think NC State could beat us twice in the same season. I think that the rubber match would go to Duke. At some point, the Cinderella run for NC State will end. I'm not particularly worried, though. We have to get ourselves past Houston, or I suppose Texas Tech. Texas Tech, the team that we played 2 seasons ago in the Coach K's final season, right? We recall that was the Elite Eight. I want to say that was the Elite Eight game, Sweet 16 game, one of the two. Yeah, the fall by Blake's looked really, really bad. I agree. It's not good. Not good. Hopefully he's okay. I expect a concussion, and a already depleted Duke bench just gets even more depleted. Yeah, concussion at least. I agree. I was trying to get one of the good angles. If one of the angles showed like if his head bounced off the floor, I did not see an angle that kind of slow-moed that one. But yeah, it certainly doesn't look good. But now we have a dislocated pinky for Roach, a concussion for Jalen Blakes. At least McCain and Proctor have just been fantastic. Most points by a freshman in a tournament game is in fact Zion Williamson with 32. McCain has 30. I would put McCain back just to see if he could beat the record. And 28 for Kyrie Irving. TJ Power in the game now since nobody else. As Proctor going to the basket, and Proctor hits the deck hard, and Stewart still trying to fight. And he gets the offensive board and will get a trip to the free throw line for his troubles. Jalen Blakes looks like he's okay, up and applauding. He actually cleared for a concussion, which is good. And Sean Stewart misses the first of the free throws. Some respect on Duke's name. I mean, Shane, our sort of up and downness has merited that, I should say, the doubts, I would think, right? And Sean Stewart, 1 of 2 at the line. And if we had played this way in the Vermont game, and then we had come out and done it again in James Madison, you would have said, okay, yeah, sure. Right? But, like, kind of been hit or miss here. Roach kind of ass begging for a foul there, but Wooden gets 2 as he scores over him. So 81-51. The margin is 30. The only real Dukes. And Mitchell gets blocked again by Friedel. And we're going to have an out-of-bounds call against James Madison, which will keep the ball on this side of the floor. Roach will inbound here. Let's see if we draw something up for power. Or actually, no. Just take 20 seconds off the shot clock. Ryan Young, oh my goodness. I don't know what Ryan Young was trying to do there. He was flying out of bounds and just threw it back to Friedel. What a terrible play by Ryan Young. Nicely done by TJ Power. He gets the block from behind. Taking under 6 minutes now. And yeah, we are just no sense of initiating any offense. Under 10 seconds, but you don't need it. You don't need the time because you get the alley-oop for Sean Stewart. Sean Stewart is the one that has the most energy on this Duke team, man. The only one is consistently attacking, looking to dunk on every possession. Ah, that's a foul. Foul on Young. Agreed. Sweet 16. It's better than last year. Very good. Wooden with the turnaround jump shot gonna end up short. Actually, offensive board is blocked. Goaltending. Bickerstaff. Count the bucket. He's got 13. This looks like an early season matchup. This is one of those games where you'd have the mid-major team come to Cameron in November. That's essentially what has happened here today. Which I'm okay with it. There's TJ Power from the left wing. Ooh, short. Mitchell gets the offensive board, and we will reset. 20 seconds shot clock. Shoot it again. Shoot it again. Roach with 5 seconds. Roach with the little floater in the right hand. Yes, Jeremy Roach with 15. Not slowing down at all, despite the pinky. It seems like a non-conference game that is really a practice. I mean, it has gotten out of hand. But again, this is the NCAA tournament with the most number of blowout wins that we've ever seen. So, Duke will contribute. We'll just add another one to that stat. I couldn't exactly read Shire's lips there. I'm not exactly sure what he said. There's another pass outside to Power, and he swishes that one. Same spot, but a different result this time as TJ Power connects for 3. And he's got 30, and the Duke lead, rather, is 35. Oh, that's a steal by Mitchell. Are we going to go? Are we going to go? Alley-oop, alley-oop, alley-oop! Yes, it is! Sean Stewart from Mark Mitchell! Send it in! Duke by 37! Wow. We're almost going to win by more than Purdue. What did we talk about at the end of the... right as we were going into the second half, we said, Duke needs to come out. We just need to put, keep the gas down. Pedal to the floor. I don't want to see this, this team make it close. Right? We need a decisive win. That's exactly what they've done. We've come out here. They have played this second half almost as good as they did in the first half here by basically doubling up the lead. I want to see us put up 90. We put up 90. JMU barely has 50 points. Fantastic. Well, chat, we will see each other again on Friday. The party keeps going. So if you're new, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. We do this for every Duke game we go until Duke goes. We go as far as Duke goes. Mark says, great work and see you next weekend. Thank you very much for coming. Mark, thank you very much for hanging out. So it's more fun when Duke wins because we get to keep on doing this. So there you go. I feel like I could have made my prediction even bigger. I mean, Shane, I'm not sure if anybody saw a 30, almost a 40 piece coming here. A win by almost 40. I mean, McCain has 30 points. Proctor has 18. Roach has 15. Filipowski has 14. Just look at the box score real quick here. Proctor is 7 of 15. McCain is 10 of 15. And 8 of 11 from beyond the arc. I mean, Duke is a team shooting 14 of 27. Better than 50% from beyond the three-point line. We are 12 of 16 from the free throw line as well. Still out-rebounding JMU, plus 13 on the boards, which is more of an advantage than we had at halftime. 22 assists on 32 buckets. We've been sharing the ball very well. 11 steals. We've forced JMU into 13 turnovers, and we ourselves have only turned the ball over 5 times. Just fantastic. Carolina plays... I'm not actually sure. I'm not sure who Carolina plays. Yeah, nobody expected a 40-point win. That's for sure. They would play the 4 seed in their bracket. Is that Alabama? Is it the one playing right now? Grand Canyon, Alabama? Is that who it is? They play Arizona in the Elite 8. It's the 2. Too much dribbling by Stewart there as we tick under 3 minutes. We got Spencer Hubbard in the game right now. So even the walk-ons managed to get themselves into the box score there as he draws a foul. North Carolina, yeah, I was right. It is the winner of Grand Canyon, Alabama. And Edwards no good there and missed them both. So yeah, the opponent will, remember, Alabama put up 101 points against its first round opponent. I expect something similar here. And Power can't get it to connect. Borden can't come up with the rebound. And JMU, as we have cleared out the bench here. Oh, sorry, it's Begovic. My bad. Begovic tried to get the rebound but could not. And yeah, Duke has officially cleared out the bench as it is Hubbard, Ryan Young, TJ Power, Sean Stewart, and Neil Begovic into the game for the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So, that's basically going to be a wrap. And Jalen Wooden up over Young. Let's see if any of these guys can actually manage to score. That'd be pretty exciting. Get themselves some NCAA tournament points, especially for the walk-ons. Power, nice. You're Young to Begovic. Oh, Begovic gets denied down low. Not quite. Great passing, though. Oh, Power on the floor. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Jump ball. Jump ball. We'll give it to Duke. And that'll be another turnover by JMU. Nicely done by TJ Power. We'll keep an eye on Clemson as well. And then we will keep an eye on our eventual opponent. It's going to be the winner of that Texas A&M Houston game later today. We have yet to see a 1 seed go down. It'll be UConn and Houston still to play. And that brick by TJ Power lands in the lap of Ryan Young. Right place, right time. 2 more points for him. I still expect that we will see a 1 seed. We won't see all the 1 seeds in the Sweet 16, but I might be wrong. I think UConn definitely makes it. And I guess Houston is sort of the question, although Houston has played very well throughout the season. So maybe all the 1 seeds will make it. Be curious to see when we see a 1 seed fall. Certainly not all of them will make the Final Four. Maybe Duke will will end up taking one of them out. Here's Ryan Young on carry and over to Hubbard. The Duke bench gets up as they thought Hubbard was going to hoist a 3. And we tick under 60 seconds here with 5 on the shot clock. Hubbard off the glass! Not quite. Too strong there with the right hand. Oof. Edwards way off as we go to Sean Stewart, who brings the ball up the court. And Stewart, TJ Power is asking for it. And Duke manages to set it back outside. And Hubbard with 15 points, though. The Duke faithful want to see points for Spencer Hubbard. Screen by Young. Hubbard with a crossover dribble. Hubbard couldn't get it. Oh, he gets fouled. See you next week, Shane. It'll be a 1-1. No, it'll be a double bonus. I think for Spencer Hubbard. Hubbard at the free throw line. Oh! Hit your free throws, kid! Come on! Oh, he got it! Hubbard got one of the free throws. He's got a point. Deep three-pointer by Madison. No good. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it. What a game. What an emphatic win here for our Blue Devils. Congratulations to us. We are going to the Sweet 16. Ticket punched. We will see you all next Friday. I'm going to take the dog to the dog park. We're going to enjoy what has become a very sunny day in the mid-50s here in Seattle. Very beautiful, actually. So we're going to have some fun at the dog park here to celebrate the win. We'll keep an eye on the Houston game that'll be later tonight for our eventual opponent. And we will see you next Friday right here on the channel. Jared McCain with a 30-piece tonight. A fantastic performance for him. Definitely player of the game. 10 of 15 field goal shooting, 8 of 11 from beyond the arc. And also a fantastic contribution from Proctor. What a stat line here. It's 18 points, 4 of 10 from beyond the arc with 5 assists and only 1 turnover. And Jeremy Roche also scoring 15 points here, 6 total assists and no turnovers. If you just look at the guard play right now, that was sensational between McCain, Proctor, and Roach. 45, 60, 63 points for the guards. Okay, 63 points for the guards, 12 assists and 1 turnover for the Duke backcourt today. Sensational play by all 3 of them. Filipowski had a bounce back game today with 14 points. He also added 4 assists, 5 rebounds, and a block here. Mark Mitchell with only 2 points, but actually got 3 assists, played well. And nicely done. All right. Why do they have Spencer Hubbard with 7 points? That doesn't make any sense. That is definitely wrong. Unless I blacked out. Spencer Hubbard does not have 7. He's got 1. McCain getting the interview. All right, that's going to be it for us. Fantastic game today. Fantastic win for Duke. We're going to the Sweet 16. We'll see you on Friday. Until then, have a great week, everybody. Stay safe. And as always, go Duke. Good night.